Here's a statistic that stopped me cold. In 2025, political violence increased 40%. 59% of young people report climate anxiety. The World Health Organization declared loneliness a global health threat, and 76% of workers say they're exhausted. What if I told you that 3,000 years ago, someone created a map for navigating exactly this kind of chaos? Not a religious text, not a belief system, a pattern recognition framework. And it's more relevant now than ever. Stick with me. This might change how you see everything. Let's be honest about where we are right now. If you're watching this, you probably feel it, that low-grade hum of anxiety that's become background noise. The sense that something is off, that the ground beneath us is shifting, and you're not imagining it. Let me walk you through what's actually happening, because naming it is the first step to navigating it. Political polarization. We're not just disagreeing anymore, we're in what sociologists call affective polarization, where we don't just oppose the other side, we fear them. See them as existential threats. And that fear, it's exhausting. Climate anxiety. This isn't just worry about the future, this is eco-grief. It's mourning ecosystems that are already gone. And here's the thing, 59% of people under 30 report this. That's not a minority, that's a generation. Loneliness. The World Health Organization didn't mince words. They called it a global health threat. And get this, loneliness increases mortality risk as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. We're hyper-connected digitally and starving for connection physically. The paradox is brutal. Burnout culture. Hustle culture sold us a lie, that if we just optimized enough, grinded enough, we'd arrive somewhere safe. But 76% of workers report burnout. And here's what they don't tell you. Burnout isn't personal failure. It's a system that demands infinite growth from finite humans. The American dream fading. The middle class has shrunk 19%. Homeownership feels out of reach. When the contract breaks, people don't just feel disappointed, they feel disoriented. AI job displacement. This isn't hypothetical anymore. The question isn't if, it's when. And that uncertainty, it's corrosive. Here's what I want you to notice. These aren't separate problems. They're symptoms of the same thing. We're in a period of massive transition. The old systems, the ones that told us how to live, what to expect, how to plan, they're breaking. And when systems break, people don't just feel uncertain. They feel like the ground is gone. Transitions like this, they've happened before. And 3,000 years ago, someone noticed that pattern, created a framework for it, not as prophecy, not as mysticism, as observation. Let me explain. There's an ancient framework, 3,000 years old, that understood something crucial about change. It's called the I Ching, the Book of Changes. This is not a religious text. This is not a belief system. This is a pattern recognition system. Think of it like this. Meteorologists read weather patterns. They notice that certain conditions lead to certain outcomes. The I Ching does something similar for human affairs. Over 3,000 years, people noticed patterns in how situations unfold. Carl Jung, the psychologist, kept it on his desk. Business strategists use it for recognizing when industries are in transformation phases. The framework is built on something called hexagrams, 64 of them. And according to this framework, we're in a specific phase right now, one that started in 2024 and runs through 2043. It's called the Lee Fire period. And it explains why everything feels the way it feels right now. Okay, let's talk about what this framework says about the period we're in. From 2024 to 2043, 20 years, this system identifies this as a Lee Fire period. Lee, in this context, means transformation, disruption, rapid change. Think about what fire does. It transforms what it touches. It moves fast. It flickers. It consumes. It leaves ash. This is the energy of the period we're in. Political violence up 40%. Fire energy is unstable. It creates heat, tech disruption. Fire illuminates. Suddenly you can see what was hidden. You can suddenly see your job might not exist in 5 years. That's fire energy. Burnout. Fire burns fast. And that's hustle culture, burning through human energy at unsustainable rates. When you understand what period you're in, you stop asking, what did I do wrong? And start asking, what skills does this period require? You don't blame yourself for being cold in winter. You get a coat. The I Ching doesn't say fire periods are bad. It says, fire periods have these characteristics. Here's how to navigate them. Let's get concrete. How do you actually use this framework? Application 1. Political anxiety. Political polarization is exhausting. When you understand you're in a cyclical phase of conflict, you stop taking it as permanent. Instead of, I need to fix everything right now or we're doomed, try, I'm in a high conflict period. What actions are sustainable for a 20-year phase? Application 2. Burnout. The I Ching framework has a concept called non-action during transition. Non-action doesn't mean doing nothing, it means not forcing. Fire periods burn fast. The framework suggests, during transformation phases, conserve. Application 3. Climate anxiety. The cyclical model situates you within larger cycles. You're not separate from natural cycles. You're within them. You're not outside watching collapse. You're within the cycle, and within the cycle, you have leverage points. Application 4. Loneliness. Fire periods fragment, but scattered embers can glow. Instead of, I need to build a big community or I'm failing, try, this period fragments. What small, sustainable connections can I nurture? Depth over breadth. Quality over quantity. I want to be crystal clear about something. This isn't about converting to anything. This is about adding a 3,000-year-old tool to your toolkit. The question isn't, do you believe this? The question is, does this help you navigate what you're navigating? Why not also test a 3,000-year-old pattern recognition system? Worst case, you try it, it doesn't help. Best case, you discover a lens that reduces your anxiety and increases your agency. If you're curious about exploring this framework, go to the website globalfengshui.org. This isn't about joining anything, it's about accessing information. Test it, not believe it. Test it. This channel is starting an East Meets West series. If you want more lenses for navigating uncertainty, subscribe, and I want to hear from you. Comment below. What transition are you navigating right now? That question itself is a tool. It shifts from something's wrong with me to I'm in a phase. What does this phase require? You're not alone in this. Test it. See what happens. Let me leave you with this. You're living through something real. Those anxieties aren't in your head. They're in the world. And navigation requires maps. 3,000 years ago, someone made a map for chaos. You don't need to believe in the map. You just need to ask, does this help me see where I am? Test the tool. Because you're navigating a fire period, and you deserve every available map. I'll see you in the next one.